fun to incite.
It is though.
It's fun to trigger people.
You know, the CEO of triggering liberals.
I used to do that too on Facebook. In like college, I just like put out something that was just crazy, and just to see what people would say, and then, but like it got worse in like the more recent times that I just stopped.
Yeah.
I was like, it's too much.
I just feel like, okay, Tara, you know something really funny though? Like, you know the word liberal used to be a good thing, and now I feel like it's just a bad thing. It's kind of crazy, isn't it?
It depends on the circle you're in, I feel.
Yeah, it depends on the circle that you're in.
I mean, Dad, I remember in the early 2000s being liberal, like, it's actually, oh, you're being progressive, it's good in a sense, right? Now being liberal is like, oh, you want to live in a communist world in a sense. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, and it's kind of like, you want like, I feel like it goes too extreme of an assumption in a sense, like how one word can determine something one day, the next day could be another different meaning.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, we're definitely seeing that a lot now, and all of a sudden, like, if you're just striking a word and making it offensive, when it's like, wait a second, yesterday it wasn't considered offensive, and now I just tripped and offended the entire world. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's just mind blowing. That's all I'm saying. Like,
there's a lot of stuff that we used to say that is very offensive in general now. Just
all of our 90s movies.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Oh
like, you couldn't do any of the stuff that we did in the 90s and 2000s now.
No, you can't.
I think that is a lack of progress, though, because the thing is, when you're among friends and in a safe, like, you have a trust with that person, that when they're joking, they're not doing it to insult you and
sarcasm.
Jokes are supposed to be allowed to be jokes, right?
Absolutely. But that was built because we had trust with each other, and now people don't trust each other, so they assume that you're coming from like some of this horrible like perspective.
Angle attack or whatever perspective,
Yeah. And
what do you think that is though? Like, what do you think that there's such a mistrust? Is it because do you think it's because it's a lack of communication, or is it because, or I feel like what surrounds us or what we fed into our head kind of plays a role into that? Do you think?
Well, I think a lot of people have been conditioned and socialized into this framework of thinking, and things have been labeled as offensive, and like every day something new is labeled as offensive, and it's this search for political correctness that is now taken to the extreme.
It's getting woke.
And now I'm just like, woke. Oh my God.
You gotta get woke.
Like how are you saying that you're woke and you've never even left this country to like and to gain extra perspective to add on to your own? But I think it has to do with like
100% agree with that. What you said there right there, like, how do you think you're woke if you haven't even stepped out of your own country? So sometimes I feel like,
or your own state sometimes.
Or your own state. Your own state.
Yeah. Or your own state. America's huge.
Yeah, I 100% agree.